Hello. Well, Sunday mornings is not normally when I broadcast. Sad to say, I understand why Carla and Lex aren't going to do their live on a Sunday morning for a while. That's fair enough, and it is tricky if you're pinned down with time, which is why I'm so random. So I thought I'd jump on anyway because I picked up an unexpected haul this morning. Um, I bought a bulk jewellery lot, and it's about 3.5 kilos, so it's quite a bit of it. I've also got a cat on my lap. There's the Maximus. This is Maximus Furball, and that's exactly what he is, a great big furball. Hi, Lex. You're still with Carla, aren't you? You shouldn't be watching me. Hello, Nia. Hello, Cherry. So I thought I'd jump on. Because I would have done it this afternoon, but I'm going to collect a friend from hospital. She's coming out of hospital, my lovely friend. So I don't know when that's going to happen. So if I have to disappear quite quickly, that might be why. Yes, a boatload of jewellery. Toby Carvery. One of my local charity shops. Because it's Sunday morning and it's quite quiet, and I got chatting. Always a good thing to get chatting, explain what I did, and said I was quite interested in jewellery. And they always have jewellery in the store, but very little of it. And it's quite ambitiously priced. And I thought, well, I just mentioned I quite enjoy detangling because I do. And they said, oh, we have got rather a lot of jewellery. And I said, well, if you want to bulk sell it and you don't want to detangle it, I might be able to help. So, big basket of jewellery and a bit of dickering about the price. I did pay £25 for it. It's about 3.5 kilos. Now, that's a bit of a gamble, but there's a couple of things in there I know I can sell. And, it's relationship building as well. So, I kind of thought this could be very good in the long term. And it's less likely to be rinsed because it's tangled, and they haven't got the time. They really haven't got the time. So, hey-ho, thought we'd give it a go. Now, the first thing I did was spent a whole £3. And you couldn't get a bag any fuller. £3 on all of this. Now, again, it's not tremendously high-end stuff. We need to refreshed a little bit what they had. Shiny Bits. There will be Shiny Bits Intelligent Zombie. I do love that name. Hello, Antoinette. So I was all prepared to come home and plonk myself in front of a live stream watching, and realised that wasn't happening. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do it. I'm not promising a regular Sunday morning slot, by the way, because very rarely do I get anything on a Sunday morning. If anyone wants to jump in, just let me know. This was the first thing. Hello, Lainey, lovely. This is, it's very difficult to do with a cat near that. I mean, it's a black cat in the coal mine situation, isn't it? Hello, kitty. Oh, look at those big whiskers. So he's completely adorable and very loud. So if you hear the purring, I'll apologise in advance. So this is a phase 8 dress, and it's got this tape work on netting. And it's not really for this time of year particularly, but I'm fairly well stocked up for Christmas, so I suppose I should start looking ahead to the coming season. It's a 16, which is a good size, and there's a couple of little marks, which I think I can get out. Just little marks on the netting. So for £3, I thought, well, that'll pay for the bag, really. Yes, you'll have to watch back later, Lex. Have a lovely time with Carla and Joshy. And whatever you're eating, I hope it's nice. Right, what else did I get? It's going to take me a little while to get through this lot. Susan, hello. Right, okay. This is a slip. I don't know if it's a slip or a slip dress, but there are people that love these things. It's got a nice slit at the front. And it's covered in peonies, I think. I would say they're peonies rather than roses. It's only by Secrets. I don't know who Secrets are, but I like the style of it, and it's a decent size. I think I checked it, something like a 16 or 18. So there's a market for these larger, slippery textured things. So we'll do that. Oh, I think the Hoover's about to go on. Whoops. And the cat's going to scarp you. You know the Hoover's coming. I'll just push the door to, because it might get a bit noisy. Here we go. My lovely husband, bless him, is hoovering. He's kind of taking it on as one of his jobs, and I'm all for that, because after all I do the cooking and things, so spread labour. There we go. Okay, next I picked up, this is item number 3, and it's all a bit confusing. It's one of these multi-layered jobs. Okay, it's a skirt, and oh no, it's actually, weirdly, it's kind of these sort of jersey trousers, leggings, but under kind of a skirt effect, a bit hippy dippy, but it is Joe Brown's, and it's a size 12. So again, these are probably things that are going to go more when people start getting their holiday heads on, which I think a lot of people are going to do, particularly post Christmas. This was a bit of madness. Oh, hang on. It's all going to come tumbling out. Oops, I packed it in jolly tightly, It's amazing what you can fit in the bag. This was actually new with tags, strangely. Now, this is a bit of madness. This is a real bling bling. Bejeweled, layered, chiffony. I don't know the brand, Burnshaw. Don't know if anyone's heard of that. But it seems well made. It's a bit of an odd style, but sometimes they were trying to sell it for a tenner. I got it in a bag with a lot of other things for £3. So the price was originally £340, according to this, and it's been reduced and reduced. So that's like, yay. Oh, you're moving stock round to make room for pottery. How's that all going? Yes. Have to come and catch up, won't we? We really must. Susan lives not too far away from me. Now, what size is this? That was the other thing I hadn't really noted. A 14, so it's a good size. And this is kind of your cruise, sort of, I'm going to a mad party kind of outfit. Yeah, probably silk. That feels like it's silk chiffon. So that was a mad dress. So if your eyeballs have not been too seared, we'll continue. Oh, everyone's in. I suppose because you were watching Carla and Lex enjoying their Sunday morning. Excuse me, frog in throat. Right, there we go. Right, this is just a Marks and Spencer's, but it's a tunic. Not that funny colour. It is actually a turquoise. Linen. All linen blend. I wasn't checking through thoroughly, but again, this is more of a summer stroke holiday piece, I would imagine. It's a 12, and it is 100% linen, and that looks like it's never been worn. That looks very much like somebody bought it thinking they were going on holiday, and it didn't happen. Right, the studio isn't finished. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, Susan is a very talented artiste in terms of paintings and pottery and all sorts. I've seen some of the pottery that they've made. Her and her husband are extraordinarily talented. My grandmother was a potter. So I think this is a 16. I'm looking at this because it's only Cotton Traders, which I think is Debenhams. Is that or M&S? I should know really, but it's dark floral, and it's actually a nicely double layered, nice heavy quality jersey. And I thought, again, it's in incredibly good condition, and we'll get a few quid for it, so worth having. Hence the need for shelf space. Well, yes, indeed. So, like I say, not a high ticket item, but certainly some money to be made. Now here we're getting a bit nostalgic. We're going a bit Y2K. And this is an unusual sort of mint green colour. We're very much talking spring, summer again. But you've always got to be ahead of the seasons. Needs a little tidying up. But it has all its sequins. It's a little bit 1920s. Has that cow neck at the front. Cut on the bias. Silky greens. Country casuals. Petite. I suppose it could be a little Mother of the Bride-ish. Depends how you wear it. And it's a silk blend. It's a silk blend. And it had its sequins. I can see one or two missing there, but when it's a bag at this price, you're going to go for it, aren't you? You're going to expect the odd fail in there. This white stuff. Don't usually bother with white stuff, but it is a 14. It's just kind of a tunicky top. That's not going to go well. But I like the pattern on it. It's fairly harmless. Wouldn't pay charity shop prices for it. White stuff, particularly the sort of jersey stuff, doesn't have a lot of resale value, in spite of being bloody expensive in the first instance. Anyway, just bring it up. There we go, that's better. No, hello. Lovely to see you again. Well, yes, I don't normally do a Sunday morning. Found my heritage. I picked this up because it was cute, because it has all this embroidery. Again, it's more summery. I'm assuming that is in adults. 12. Yeah, it's just a little top. But that's quite sort of country style, isn't it? That's in a linen type fabric as well. So nothing hugely exciting, but this whole bag was £3, so I can't really complain. I don't know this brand, but it intrigued me. Jack Russell, Oakham, England. I thought, oh, hello, the Ashwell Crew. When they give their stuff names, you kind of think, that's got to be all right. It needs a debubble, a little bit of TLC. What's that mark there? Yeah, it needs a little bit of TLC. It is actually 2 colours of blue. It looks like it is wool. There'll probably be a hole in it, but, you know, let's hope there isn't. Oh, hello, Mike. How are you? Unexpected guest. Just have a look at this. So it's Woolwich Blend, Jack Russell, 80% lamb's wool, 20% nylon, England. So, you know, it's a bloke's jumper, really. It's nice finds. Yeah. Okay, we're nearly there. Dangerous to pick up anything white. But again, this was jewels. You like a bit of jewels. Very creased because it was literally in a pile. This is like a jumble sign when you go. It's a 3-button, more of a summery type cotton jacket. I'm not showing this very well, am I? And it has all its buttons, so that's always a plus. And I think it was a decent, no, it's a 10, but it's not a tiny size. I'm trying to avoid the tiny sizes. I'm sort of learning that although they sell, they're really sticky. Slow movers for me. Bigger sizes always do a little better. Not a surprise. And this was an unusual one. Again, I'm not sure about the actual pattern, but it's silk and it is Clements Riviera. I like Clements Riviera. I just think it's a really classy kind of brand. It's not my style, but this is in silk. A few pansies going on, so that's more of a slightly autumny colours, I suppose. Oh, interestingly, that I nearly fell for that being silk, and it isn't. But, you know, people who like that brand, so it has a niche following, I would say. Right, so that's the clothes. Amazing what you can get in a small bag. For £3. Let me move them, and then we can move on to the jewellery. Okay, maybe I'll leave them there. I've sort of got bags for things, but I'm in the process again of shipping stuff up to my lockup, my unit, so I've got a load of stuff to file up there. Really have been sourcing a lot. Now, when I say I picked up a load, 3.6 kilos. I probably won't do all of this today. I've got my bags ready for the various categories. So we'll have a little bit of a sort. I can't do a glorious sort of top-down looking. There seems to be sort of papers and things in here as well. Probably a lot of this is going to go for lots. I'm not truly expecting a huge amount. That's quite cute though. Somebody's obviously made that. Isn't that cute? Little beads. Someone's crafted. I guess you could have it either way around, really. Right, so that's modern and okay. There'll be some things I'm going to sell out of this, but you know, I really bought this to start building a relationship. How could I? That is actually broken, so I can bin. I love these. I do love these. I think they are absolutely amazing. Probably undervalued. Oh, looks like a little. These remind me of those little what are they called? Cheesy bugs. The oh, what do they call them? Can't remember now. They can't have all sorts of different names. The little bugs that kind of have this this sort of finish on the outside. So I saw that, I thought, you know, yeah, that's fair, I like that. I probably would sell that because I like it. Things I would sell. And there's a stretchy version of the same that I probably wouldn't sell because I think a little of the stretch has gone there. So that might have to go into crafting. Let's get a crafting bag. So I've got a crafting, you know, a sort of broken bits bag, a modern jewellery bag. And I'm expecting the majority of this to be exactly that. That's quite a nicely done bangle, actually. It's a brass one. Might find a little lot of those. Who knows? I mean, you know, it's kind of... What is that jewellery? It's a little brass heart box. That is cool. Now, I'd sell that because I think that is really cool. It's just a brass trinket box. Not jewellery, but I'm not complaining. That's quite cute. So I've already found a couple of things in here to sell. We have a pair of earrings. She says, throwing them at you. Woodlouse, that's the one. We love the bendy. I love the bendies. They're so nice. Now, I think someone's handmade these. And I'm not thinking that they're silver or anything fancy, but they're quite cute. Nice little pair of earrings there in a box. Certainly sellable and really rather sweet. So we'll pop those into modern lot. What's that noise then? Oh, I just had a notification saying that Stall 69 has found my hedgehog, which sounds old, but it's my hedgehog ashtrays with the, yeah, that they are about. Now that's quite nice. It's on a nice barrel clasp, and it's wooden. Would I? I've got a lot of backlog to sell. So although that's something I probably could sell, I may well put that into. And it's vintage, isn't it? Really, I tend to do my lots of just everything now. Unless it's something amazing, in which case I'm probably going to sell it. So yeah, you know, haven't really got round to doing much in the way of lots. But I'm also going to be selling some at my flea market. So some of these may just go in that basket, and we'll see how they go. Tangulation. And interesting, actually really quite cool and interesting. It's copper. How cool is that? Oh, what's that on there? I think the technical term for that is schmutz, isn't it? I like the technical term schmutz. In fact, it looks quite nice on the back. Now, what I'm thinking is that it's probably a choker necklace. Yeah, that's going to be a choker, so that's quite small. Unusual. I might sell that because I like it. Might be too much money, but that's not always the point, is it? Not always the point. What do we have here? And these little... You're not silver. I think you'd like to be, but I don't think you are. And these really rather cute. I do like this style of necklace. They're delicate. They're right way out. Boink. A little bit of bling. What I sort of call pilgrim style. This isn't a pilgrim one because it hasn't got the thing with it. But that's quite sweet. I'll probably go to a modern lot. In a lot. Oh. Another nice stretchy one there. We'll get together the bow. That's a bit summery. But this is kind of cute, actually. Very modern. And you have this little pendant on the end. Hardly. No. I like watching Coleman and Next. I think they're good fun. They're good friends. So I enjoy them. This says, we'll be friends forever, won't we? Pooh, asked Piglet. Even longer, Pooh answered. It's kind of cute. Probably going to have a lot. I'm not sure how saleable Pooh is. Oh, okay. We've got a very sort of antiqued brass. Surprisingly heavy. Kind of modernist style choker necklace there. On a really nice textured snake chain. So, you know how you see something interesting when it come out. Try to get it out without breaking things. Okay, this is modern, which surprises me. Oh, it's got a more modern clasp. Yeah. But I like these beads. Whether I'll actually sell it, I don't know. Now this has got a little heart on the end. That could be its branding. But look at these for Art Deco style beads. They're acrylic. They are plastic. But you see, it's got a lobster cloth, so it's not old, but I'm going to look more into that because I like it. This is what happens. I go, I like it. Forget that I'm meant to be making money. But it's all about the fun, isn't it? Oh, right. This one looks like it's really rather natural. I'm trying to get it out to show you. But it doesn't have a clasp when it's caught up on something. Right, this way. Come on. Off. This is why I may not sit here all morning and do this to you, because you might not want to. This has been lovingly crafted out of what look like seeds. And then we have this doobie at the end. It is all natural. Whatever it is, it's been made out of what were once living things. So that's intriguing. Probably not something I'd sell, but it's unusual. She all likes a bit of unusual. Oh man, it's going to be rustling and tangling. Because there's things on wires, and we all know what about things on wires. Okay, right. I'm trying to release this thing because it's causing a lot of the tangles. Oh. It's okay. That's all right, actually. That's got its pearly bits and its sparkly bits. It's a little tiara. Is it me? No, not really. Probably pop that into a lot though, because they're quite fun, but it's not the sort of thing I'm too interested in selling. There's some very unusual bits in here. Sort of things I've not seen before. So this is crafted again, and this is a sort of wood, and this looks like it's mother of, this is mother of pearl and coral maybe. Don't know what there is on the inner. Just a flat disc. But I think oh no, that works. The adjustment mechanism does work. So that's a cool piece. We'll see. What I tend to do is pull things out going, I might sell that, and go, actually no. I've got such a backlog. I probably won't. Oh, okay. Is that one of those armband things that keeps your shirt sleeves up? Because you'd need two, wouldn't you? But I've never seen them with this sort of DNA pattern. There is a mark on it though. Now that would have been clever, wouldn't it? Have a loop nearby. Very professional. Not. Okay, it would be useful if I could see what I've got here. It does say something. I wish I could tell you what it was. This was an impromptu Sunday morning. I know, let's go live. Where's my eyes? I've got two loops and two loops and a magnifying glass. Can't find any of them. But things have got a bit messy lately. True to say. So we might have to look up if that's just a scratch or if that is actually a mark. But it's fun. I shall look into that. Brisbane. Yes. Tropical storm. Wow. Oh, there's something about the real good storm there, isn't there? That's intriguing. Someone's obviously in the process of making a bracelet, perhaps. I'll pop that into craft because someone could probably finish that off. Not me. I don't know how to do that sort of thing. Really, I don't. Now. Okay, I realise what's happened here is I think I've got part of that tiara I showed you did actually break off, which means it can all go into craft. Because that looks suspiciously like it came from this. I didn't realise it was missing anything. It didn't look like it was missing anything. So maybe that was sort of on the front. So we'll put that into craft because there's useful little stones and fixies there that could be used. Man, you know, you can feel your fingers starting to get like that. My voice is soothing. Well, thank you. Even with a frog in it. I was a hypnotherapist for many years. So that just shows you I can bore people to sleep with my voice. There we go. Gold tone, and it looks like an eagle wing. Yes, well, I was a hypnotherapist for 20 years. And then I got into this. So, you know, random. I loved being a therapist. It was good, but it's quite intensive work. It's quite hard work. Whoops. Ah. Yes, you can't see it. You don't need to see it. Sorry, I'm really bad at keeping up with the chat. Oh, hello, Jilly Bee, hello. You're listening. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm forgetting that I've got people here. I'm just jabbering away. Central heating. Oh, power cuts. Oh. Oh dear. I'm trying to stop you working, aren't I, still? And I know you sent the link about having found my hedgehog. So I will check that out because that popped up a couple of minutes ago. Undo this, I think. This is a statement and no mistake. Oh. Black against black really doesn't show up, does it? But, you know, against something that's not black, that's a pretty decently made thing, to be fair. Sometimes, you know, sometimes these things are signed. Not always. Not very often at all. That's a nice chunky piece. And the ribbon is lovely. It looks like someone bought it and really didn't wear it. So that would be a good piece to sell. Not that I'm going to sell it, I would imagine, but you know how it is. Oh. So how are you, Stephen? You're keeping you busy then? Hungarian. Yeah, the stamp I've got, I think, is Russian. So I did do a bit of research into the last set I got, which I realise aren't 100% complete because there were 5 bits, not 6. These are some acrylic beads. They're really rather cool colour. I think lilac's a thing, isn't it? So they're definitely saleable, but I'll put those into an oven. Oh my lord, what the merry heck is that? So you kind of see something and pull on it and go, what is that? The excitement with this is simply because I think they have literally had it in their charity shop and no one's really gone through it. Griffith University. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Okay, that is weird. It's cool, but kind of weird. So, this is huge, great. Because it can't go like that, surely. Would it go like that? You'd wear it? I think it needs rebending into shape. That is quite something, though. Was there something on the end of that? It's got a little, I don't know. That's really strange. I'm going to look into that because that's weird and I like weird. I've been researching the perfume that I found yesterday. This could possibly be, although I'm very suspicious, could possibly be way back to the 40s, but I'm not sure about the plastic seal. I want to sell it. I know it's going to be worth a fair amount, but I kind of feel I ought to open it to make sure what I think is in it, isn't it? If you get my drift. So a real dilemma there. Undecided. Yeah. Oh, I've got a stretchy bracelet that's run out of stretchy. It's kind of cool though, but I'll have to go into craft because there's lots of pearls, faux pearls that would be useful. This might be a bit too warm. Let's have a look. It would be nice if I found something that was silver in here, but I'm not holding out hope, and I don't know how thoroughly looked at stuff is before. That's sadly very worn, so that will go into a craft a lot. But a nice thick chain there. There we go. Oh, put it the right way around. There we go. It's not stone, it's plastic, but it looks like they put a bit of tiger's eye stone in there. Different. Certainly different. And definitely modern. Oh, tanglies. Ah. Got something on a card, which means it's got very much wrapped around everything else. I love doing this. I love sorting. Truly I do. I'm probably not showing things very well though. But you know me, it's all a bit ad hoc. Right, let me undo this. This is a nice piece of dichroic glass. If that's the right term for it. I think it might be. Hang on, go in. There we go, it's got that dichroic glass. And this actually comes from 2 at Sainsbury's. Who knew? Whoops. Yeah, that's handy. Oh, no job lot is complete without these funky beads. They're a seed, aren't they? They've got a very nice feel about them. They always sound nice. But that's all a natural bead. Let's see what comes out. They really like their ribbons, don't they? I'm not so sure about the ribbons on this one. This may have to go into a craft lot. And they wanted £4 for it originally. Let's take that off. There we go. But some nice beads on there. I put it into craft lot because the ribbon is a bit meh. And that's not something that you really want to be selling. Oh. What might have been a stretchy thing once that is about to fall apart. Don't fall apart on me, please. Cannot detach from that. Oh, maybe I can. Hang on. Right, these were Polies, they've been craft. Oh, that's different. Stretchy bracelet. Looks like buttons, actually. Someone's crafted that. I might put that into craft because I don't think it's particularly saleable on its own. And if I'm going to put something in the modern lot, I want it to be saleable. You know, I don't want to give people rubbish. That really is rubbish. Okay, it's stretchy, but the stretch is more or less gone, so we're going craft. Tiny little bracelet. They're all cute, these little things. WY2K, but that's definitely a small bracelet, so that's a modern. Oh, okay, that's it. That's more interesting. This has the letters RD on the back. Now, you'd be thinking, is that a broken brooch? But actually, it has, I need to find another one of these. That shouldn't be too difficult. And it has RD. Just there. So that's intriguing. Banshee. Oh, it says Banshee. It's actually got letters. And it says Banshee spelled in the English way, not the Irish way. Susie. Oh, it's Susie. Oh, right, I'm keeping that. That's Susie and the Banshees, I think. Yay. That's mine. Love. Never seen anything like that before. Okay, we have a knotty problem. There we go. It's in that sort of mesh kind of thing. That's a modern one, that's fine. And there it goes. I'm quite intrigued by that. Susie and the Banshees. Oh, this is one of these little Indian pots. Little trinket pot. So that's not jewellery, but there we go. What do we want for this? Pom-pom-tastic. I wonder if that's this. I seem to have a pendant with an enormous shell with a kind of wrapped silver toned wire, and Don't know if Pom-Pom-tastic is part of it. That'll go with the pendant lock. LC. Oh, Liz Claiborne, of course. That's a Liz Claiborne piece. That is definitely quite nice, very circular, a bit modernist. I'll put it in the modern lot because I know I won't sell it, but that Liz Claiborne has a quite following, doesn't it? Right, I think this would have been. I'm going to put that in craft. It's like a bracelet thing. It needs a bit of TLC. Oh, another one of these. It's about to fall apart. Crafty. Oh. Safety pin, anyone? That's a very big, long safety pin. Right, we'll see what that goes with. Interesting. I'm still confused by... Is that Susie and the Banshees? I know it says Banshee. Anyway, sorry. Ooh, a clippy earring. Proper 80s. Proper 80s style. We'll see if it has a frame. Things may not have frames necessarily. Ooh, okay, this is very different. It's in brass. And it's a bracelet. Kind of very unusual. It needs a bit of a clean up. It's got the touch of the verdigris on the back. But that's a copper wire, a silver tone wire, and brass. It needs a bit of a clean up, but that's unusual. I like that. That'll go with my like pile. Fashion targets breast cancer. Bless them. That's sort of goldy one. I don't think people really want these though, do they? You know, as a breast cancer survivor myself, I'm all for the charity. Don't get me wrong. I used to do a lot of work with them back in the day, but yeah, I'm not sure I want to wear a rubber bracelet. There are more brass bangles in here, so there might be a collection of them. But it's very knotted up in wires. Let's see if I can free them. Free the bangles. What's happening here? That might have to wait. I don't want to bore you all to death. I'm just trying to look through and see if there's anything of interest. That's colourful. She says, not showing you a damn thing. Honestly, I'd sack myself. I really would. How can that happen? Surely that's physically impossible. Let's untangle that from there, and then that from there. That's actually quite cool. Very hippy-dippy. Hasn't got any branding, but still in decent nick. It's got nice little glass beads on that. So I might put that in a lot. It's the bangles. Everything's got entangled around the bangles. Okay, I'll have to come back to that little lot. It could be. Thank you, Lee. I'm not familiar with knitting, so it's entirely possible that might well be. It just caught my imagination. It's like, ooh, I've seen one of them before. It is a holding pin for knitting. Right. Okay. Note to self. Holding pin for knitting. I don't knit. My grandmother, bless her, my lovely Nan, did try to teach me how to knit because she could knit and crochet. I mean, very talented lady. She could do almost anything, usually while watching television with a fag in her mouth, to be fair. She tried to teach me, but I'm ambidextrous, which means I can get very confused between left and right. Not a good thing when you're knitting. So that isn't a sovereign, it's just a coin type arrangement. Modern necklace. I think coins are, it's kind of a look, isn't it? It's always around. Oh man, Okay, that's a big ring. It's kind of a knuckle duster, actually, in all fairness. Mind you, I want to do it with my big rings. But there we go. It goes across the hands. And sadly seems to be rather scuffed up. And if that's the case, oh no, that's just grubbiness. That's polishing off. Interesting. I have to look into that. I don't think it's silver, but it might have been plated or something. But that's a ring, so that's a ring knot. I'm starting to get old earrings now. So I'll make a collection of the earrings because I think a fair number of them are going to be old. Oh, and we have one of these. That's a nice colourway. A more modern bracelet. It is stretchy, but that's perfectly good stretch. You can remember that. And nice colours. Right, well, what's going on here? Right, this is a flapper length necklace. It's by... It is Claire's. Okay. The rope's a bit... It's not brilliant, so I will put that into crafting because the beads are quite good. Oh, now, I quite like this. Not for me, don't get me wrong, but... That's quite a statement. Very Bristol blue earrings. Necklace. Finger knitting. Yes, I used to do finger knitting. And pom-poms. Yes, I remember being taught how to. So that's quite nice. I need to give the clasp a bit of looking after, but that's quite decent. So that'll probably go in the modern knot. I need to tidy it up first. It's a big pendant. Sort of bird cage type arrangement. Butterflies, flowers. Not quite sure, but I'll put that with sort of pendenty type things. Oh, that's one of those. Isn't that one of those weird sort of bag hanging type things? That says Norway on it. With a moose. It's not a moose, is it? It's an elk. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it? I don't know how these work. But that's pretty much what that is. So I'm not quite sure. It's not really jewellery though, so that won't go in a lot. Little hair barrette with some faux pearls. I'll probably put that in craft because I don't... Those sort of things don't tend to have much more resale value. Oh, I found finally loose beads. Loose beads already. Something's fallen apart in here. Oh no, this is cute. Faux pearls. And quite small necklace. Very small. Tiny, tiny neck. I mean, I don't have a big neck, but they have knotted between them. That's quite sweet. I'll probably put that in a lot, but rather nice. Oh, I found a brooch. Ooh. Now, he's either an alligator or a crocodile. Sorry, trying to find ways of showing you. See, he's kind of eating his own tail. He's not signed. He's got no maker. And it's the pinched metal that looks like marcasite, but he has got little blue eyes, which I think are quite cute. And I think it's one of the alligators that have that pronounced snout, isn't it? If I remember correctly. But he's rather cool. MW. Who's MW? MW. Little crystally type thing. Bracelet, even. MW. And a butterfly. Matthew Williamson. That's it. Matthew Williamson. I probably won't sell that, but, you know, he's Matthew Williamson, isn't he? I've got some very big plastic beads that I won't detangle. They will not come out. I'll keep coming back to that. Oh, okay. This is... Now, people sometimes dismiss these sort of necklaces, but I'm telling you, as someone who can't wear any metal other than silver or gold, These kind of clasps are a godsend. Sadly, I think this one is falling apart and needs TLC. So it will go in a craft lot. They're glass beads. But, don't dismiss these sort of necklaces, because there's a lot of people like me that, especially in a hot country when you're on holiday, you don't want to wear costume jewellery that's got metal in it. It's going to make your neck go green or itch. Which is, sadly, something I suffer from. As much as I love costume jewellery, it doesn't always like me. My nan used to say that about cucumbers. I like cucumbers, but they don't like me. Before releasing the most enormous birth, obviously. Oh, okay, interesting. It's one earring, but what an interesting shape. Very tribally. Don't think it's silver, but it certainly needs a clean up, whatever it is. And I like the design, so that's an odd earring. Plastic band. Oh yes. Now, it's a bit tarnished, so they may have to go into craft. A bit tarnished up. Yeah, and there's a problem there, isn't there, with the stuff going on. There's lots of rhinestones that can be salvaged in little beads. Craft a lot. Oh, big blue beads, anyone? Yeah, they're in quite decent shape. It's a lovely colour, which doesn't show. For some reason, blues on my camera seem to come out looking very dull. Oh, pom-pom-tastic. 3? Anyone got 3 years? Okay, that's unusual. Unusual and a bit strange. I'd probably put those into crafting, so I'm not sure what they're for. But maybe someone can make use. Mother of pearl stretchy. Probably going to put that in craft. It's not. Could be better used another way. No, I do that to feel if it's stone. These are some sort of stone, and they are vintage. They have an old barrel clasp in brass. Let's see. Could be a form of tiger's eye, but they're very dark. I should give them a clean up and give them a look, but they are, a stone of some sort, so I quite like that sort of thing. Very fond of my stones. Oh, Lord. These multi-strand jobs are a real thing, aren't they? They're a real thing. There we go. There's a multi-strand collar length. It's all red beads. Modern. Quite sweet. I like anything in red. I mean, obviously black's my main colour. Let's be fair. But I do like things in red. And this is rather nice as well. Need a bit of a clean up in the... Oh, it's a smell, isn't it? This looks like bone, and I like these sort of tribally styles. I like to try and find out what the beads are and a bit of research. And then I go, you know what, I'm not going to sell it, we're doing a lot. That's kind of strange. Is that an earring? Very sort of Indian inspired. Might be an earring. It helps if you know what you've got, doesn't it, really? Oh, who's in? Hello, Joan. Oh. Everyone's in. Pom-pom making, yeah, I remember that. There we go. A little bit of the jingly janglies. Gold tone. Well done, that's all in pretty good order. Oh, these are plastic. That's a shame. I do like the glass ones, and they're broken. Tarnation. I wonder if I could redo that. Or just be sensible and put them in a craft lot, and that's all. That's a pleasure. They're repairable. So it's a bit of jeweler's glue. Interesting. On a shoestring, which isn't so lovely, which is clearly unraveled, so these will go into cloth. But look at the beads. How fabulous are these? Just lovely beads. Very useful. These sort of jadeite. Really like those beads. So someone will have fun making those into something much better. Preferably not on a shoelace. Not that I mind shoelaces, but they're not the highest quality item you could possibly have. This is a set. And you've got a necklace and a bracelet. It's all these little tiny, tiny silver tone things. Voice is going. Looks like a 6 or a 9 for the little label on there. Don't know who that is, but someone will love them. A tiny, tiny Peruna bag with nothing inside. Random. Okay. Now, I saw this and quite liked it. I just like things that have been made. You can see the work that's gone into it. And again, no metal pieces. Great for people who are nickel allergic. But look at that. It's very African-y, tribal. I like that. That is really cool. I might sell that. We'll have a go at selling it. That's my intention. Oh, so many little bitsies. Okay. Tiny, tiny, tiny necklace. I don't know if these are... the glass, and the beads have an almost ceramic kind of feel. It's kind of cute. I probably won't sell it, but it's lovely. I'm sure somebody will. I know what I love and what I think I can sell tend to be different things. Not always the same thing. Oh man, the tangles. Right, let me untangle this because this has a vintage clasp. I'd love this if this was silver. Don't think it is. Nah. How annoying. Very delicate. Very, very delicate. Little pearls. Are they real or are they faux? I can't rub them against my teeth. They are faux. But that is so cute. And it's vintage style because it's got the old, that kind of clasp. Modern lot. I have to discipline myself. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Okay, that's not really jewellery. Not only is it not really jewellery, but it's also very rusty. Could someone use some of these big links? I don't know. Maybe for crafting. I don't craft, so I'm not always very au fait with what's usable. There's a nice stretchy there, some glass beads, little round L's. It's kind of, I do like things like that. Little stretchy. That's all right. That's actually, that probably goes with the necklace that I put in there. Because I put a purple necklace in, and I would say those are possibly a set. So I'm going to put one inside the other so you don't get confused. It looks like it's all part of the same thing. There we go. Makes it easier. It does look like part of the dog lead. I actually don't even think I'll put that in crafting. We'll just get rid of it. Dog lead, really. Oh, very, very dangly. I like these. I don't know if that is real turquoise or not. It's a lovely colour. It's a really nice colour, but it's on a... Yeah, it's on a piece of leather. It's all right, but it's not really doing it any justice. We'll see what we do with that. Right, I think I know what's happened here. Things have got tangled around things. That's unusual. A necklace. It's modern, but it's certainly interesting. It's a bit unusual, so that's quite nice. It's got no maker's mark on it. It's different. Like a dog read. Oh, and how is the lovely Jasper? Rainy, full of the joys. He's such a lovely dog. I've not met him in person, you understand, but he looks like the dog my nan had when I was a very small girl. I think that's why I warmed to him so much. My nan had a dog called Susie, who used to like to drink tea out of a saucer on the floor. I know. But there you go. Now that is odd. There's a barrel clasp attached to this, and there really doesn't need to be. So I might take the barrel clasp off it. And then, that is weird. I need to do a repair on this. It's just a leather thing with a thing. But I may just put a different clasp on that because it doesn't need that. That's the clasp. Somebody extended it slightly with. Didn't need it. There we go. That's a modern piece. It's fine. Ooh, scratchy head. Oh, I think this is a pearl necklace that's fallen apart. What is it? Oh, maybe not. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, it is actually missing a string of pearls. This is vintage. And what's quite interesting is that all these pearls are a slightly different colour. So you have a goldie set and they're all set. No, they've got some wear. That's a shame. They're not going to be real pearls. But they've got some wear, so that'll go into craft. That could be useful. Oh, some with tassel earring. We know a song about these, don't we? No, Margaret, Texas Girl Treasures knows a song about that. This is a little necklace in that antiqued brass look. Modern. I always feel a bit sticky to me though, so it's probably just me. Okay, we have a whip. You had a dog called Susie. She was a Yorkshire Terrier. Oh. Now that's probably a strap to a bag or something. It's not silver. No, they're not soldered together. So that may go into craft because that's a chain without the ends. Useful. Oh, what's happened here? Bits of jewellery. That's definitely craft. It's just a little bit of a bracelet. I'm probably going to find the rest of. I think this is that, and to do with that Indian jewellery. And that attaches to something. I think it attaches to a headdress. Very goldy. Very nice. Yeah, I'm starting to find odd beads now. I have been going a while. If everyone's bored, I can always stop and carry on another time. Definitely not jewellery. Definitely not jewellery. Pom-pom hair grip. And a cube from a sizing thing. Ah, okay, that's the top to this. Cute little flowers. Transfer, I think, not hand painted. Odds and ends, many odds and ends. Oh, another one. Which means, oh, I see. Okay, that's the top. That goes with that one. They are quite cute. That was the part of the set. And then I've got a lid, but not a bottom, which matters, I think. Unless it's going to pop out somewhere in here. No, I don't think it will. Oh, that's unusual. That is unusual. Yeah, mesh and bling bling. Is it missing some? I think it might be missing some. I'll have to go into craft. But handy stones to have. Again, a little handcrafted, unfinished beads that you can craft. I think a fair amount of this is going to be craft. But you know, it's a gamble. And I quite like having a bit. This is the kind of gambling I don't mind. I'm not a gambler in any way, shape, or form. You never find me entering the lottery or doing a scratch card. Yeah, that's quite nice. A bit holidayish, a bit pinky. Oh, nice. Ooh, it's getting more dangly now. With bits of bits of what might have been a bracelet at some point. Cute stretchy. Some dangly bits as well. Again, an unusual necklace. Definitely unusual. And when you've been through so many of this sort of thing, you tend to find that everything seems like you've seen it a dozen times before. So when you see something you haven't seen before, it's like, oh, hello. Oh, hang on, hello now. Right. Get to the stage where I'm going to undo things. That's not possible, is it? How did that happen? Okay. Yeah, definitely undoing things now. Oh, have fun, Jelly Bee. Off to your nan's. I wish my mum did Sunday morning. Hey, it's quite nice to go somewhere and be fed. Although, to be fair, Sunday is my day not to cook. Which generally means that it's Hubby's turn to cook, which means he goes around to Marks and Spencer's and finds something that's not going to take a lot of cooking. Something that will go in the oven. But I have to say, they do the most marvellous chicken Kievs. Oh no, that really is a knot. Excuse me. Shake, shake, shake. Big old knots in here. That looked promising, but no. Some things that wanted to be silver. But never mind. It's a bonus if you find something that is silver, but it's not always expected. You know, I'll certainly make my money back, but you never know who goes through things. It's always a little hard to tell. But we're not finished yet. So, this is rather snazzy. Vintage with a very long extender. And so just little blue beads. I can see a slight problem here where something got pulled. Is that how they are? Needs a little bit of work, that. I might look at that, because if that did turn out to be silver, it would be worthwhile doing the work on. But kind of cute. Ooh, hands, disgusting. Jangle, jangle. A lot of this is very much all hooked in together now. Okay. We have come loose. This is another beachy kind of look. It's quite sweet. Again, probably not from the middle of winter, but holidays. Let's pull this out and get it out of the way. Wire necklaces. Here we go. Oh, bits of wire. So has anyone got any big plans for next week? Oh, bye, Lenny. Have fun. Anyone got any plans for next week then? I haven't got too many. I've got another friend who's going to hospital. So I'll be visiting her, I would expect. This is one of these. One of these. That's one of the wire ones that have been causing an issue. Plastic. Give it a bit of a shush around and a shake up. Silver. I have found silver. There we go. Silver. That's quite an old necklace. Sadly, the pearls, I mean, I will try and give them a clean up. They may clean up, but that may be a craft, but I will salvage the silver for my scrap pile. So I can say I found silver, albeit nothing to get tremendously excited about, but it's nice to find. Very, very long. Another seedy beady pips and things. Yep, definitely seeds of some sort. That's quite cool, right? Flat length, very long. Still a good amount of this stuff is tangulated together. Oh, let's have a look here. Small tangulation going on. Let me just... Oh, no, it's all part of the same necklace. Tarnation. It seems to be. That doesn't help having a label on it. Very lightweight. It's modern. But it is one of these. Man, it's got messed up. How did that happen? It's one of these multi-layer, multi-strand. It's actually kind of nice. It's certainly look a lot better than the justice I've not done to it there. Nice multi-layer modern one, so that can go in a knot. There's two tangled up here. Two necklaces who are getting rather intimate, if I dare say so. Or it's one necklace with some tassels. Ah, that's what's going on. When they do these metal tassels, they don't realise. Why are you clicking? Something's clicking at me. Ah. Hang on. Hello? Well, it said Brighton. I'm not sure I know anyone from Brighton, so it's probably someone Greenpeace, I expect, trying to get more money out of me. And I don't blame them, but oh, that's weird. That's actually got two clasps on it. Why does it need two clasps? I don't know, but that's the that was what was also tangled up. You see, I can see why two clasps might be handy if it was a chain for something, you know, like a bag. And maybe you would need them. Anyway, it's perfectly nice. Silver tone necklace there. Modernist style. Okay, here's the first one. Now these are plastic beads, but as you can see, although they were faceted, they're very, very worn. And I think that's actually... So I'm going to put those into craft because I really don't think they're saleable. And there's also another one in here, which is a clear version of the same, which I would also put into craft when I can finally untangle it from this mess. Yep. Oh man, that's tangulation knot. There's a lot of tangulation in there. I might just leave that to one side for now. Oh, what else have we got? Here we go. Another cute little necklace there. These are sort of rough in beads again, like the ceramic beads. Don't know too much about those, but there we go. Put them in the lot anyway because I've got a lot of beads. This is trying to be a multi-layer necklace. And it's confusing me. It's all very much piled up in itself. But it is a cute little shell necklace. Oh, it's got that on the back. Ooh, I wonder what that means. Well, if it means anything, we'll have a look. Right, more apple seeds. I think there was a thing for these in like the 70s, wasn't there? Literally, apple seeds. They're kind of cool. I mean, if you layered them up with wooden pieces and had a whole kind of that sort of 75 going on, it would look quite cool. I'm just finding some odd beads. Just odd beads for the crafting. A heart pendant. Yeah, there was an old stretchy. It's a shame, it's quite cool. Old stretchy bracelet that had kind of expired. Some beads. So I'm sure someone can make good use of those. Good use of those. Because they're quite nice. Oh man. We're starting to get to the very tangly bits now. Oh my god. Multi-layer, multi-strand mess. Yes, I mean I might wear several necklaces, but they're not all part of the same thing. But then I've always done that, so. Oh, what's going on here? Please untangle. Right, it's another one of these pearly necklaces. It would like to be silver. It is not. It's a shame because they are very nice. There we go. That's what we were looking at there. Oh, sweet. Necklace on a wire. Unusual. These are maybe a stone of some sort. But this is a handmade one. Sure. Hey, someone's messaged me. Here we go. I'll loosen some of this up because it's all got a bit caught up on itself. It's difficult when they've got sort of ribbon and chain all kind of wound around each other. Really full-time care of your mum in her 90s. Wow. Yeah, that's got to be hard. Oh, and you've had COVID. Oh no, intelligent zombie. Oh, recover speedily. Well, soon, because, yeah. Oh, let's look at this on the way up. That's horrible, isn't it? Getting COVID. This is one of those Y-shaped necklaces. And kind of pinky brownie. And it's got a bit of tinsel tangled up in it somehow. Oh, I've gone. Hang on, let me come back. Let's see what's happening there. Let me take myself out. And I'll... No. Oh, I'm back in the room. Don't know what happened there. My computer just decided I wasn't to appear. Maybe it's a hint. Oh, we've all had enough. There we go. A little pendant on a wee chain. Little floral arrangement. It's surprising how much is here when you start looking. Oh, This is rather cute. Might be broken though. Yeah, it's part of a necklace. It's even got a little shoe on the end. Must have been something at some point. Right, that's going to have to go into crafting. I'm sure someone can make use of those. Little shoes. What fun. Oh man, tangulations. There's some bangles in here that are also causing a bit of a problem. You need it to go away now. Yes, indeed. Just cease and desist. Well, as you can see, we've got to that stage where it's all getting a bit tangulated. Copper is definitely a thing at the moment. I keep finding necklaces what have copper in. Lots of shells. Let's dig through some of these tiddy bits and see. What's that then? We'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, that's a nice bead. That's a glass bead. I know I don't make things with beads, but I'm always sort of aware that other people do much better things and craft with them to an impossibly high standard. It seems, I'll put that in craft. It's not special enough. I've got the earrings now, so I'm trying to see if we can make pairs. Oh, how strange. A key. A key on the end of a... On the end? Oh, it's one of these ones where you have the clasp and then you have the heart and the various bits and pieces. That's quite... Again, probably more of a layering piece. People like keys though, don't they? And heart. Now, where is that little thing I picked out? This felt quite nice. It might not be, but it felt nice. No, we're not silver though. That's a shame, but it's got a little bee on it. It has a bee. Tiny, tiny gold tone bee. Very cute though. Don't know who made it, but things with bees on, as I can testify, are generally quite popular. Ooh. I'm pretty sure these don't belong together because we have a very worn looking pendant on the gold tone chain. So I'll probably take the very worn pendant off the gold tone chain because that is so worn that can be salvaged. And this one, gold tone chain, might be useful for something else that needs a pendant. It's not gold, it's gold tone, but they are useful pairing things up with. We got the other earring. We have a pair. Yay! Like those. More little bits of glass and something nice that clearly disintegrated. Odd earrings and nice glass beads. Hair grip. Nope. I try not to throw things away, but there comes a point. The stuff just has to be thrown. Nice little necklace there. Glass beads on the end. They're nice, these. They catch the light. Oh, look in those. Disgusting hands. Right, this is that glass? Is that glass or plastic? I have to look because once your hands get to a certain temperature, you can't tell. You can't feel so well. It's quite vintage in pink, little pearls between. Little modern bracelet, faux pearls. put those in craft. Got the stretches, some beads, a random tassel. I'm sure that's of no use. More little crafty bits. Got the exploded bracelet. Oh, okay. Well, that's clearly just been shoved on a leather cord, but that is amethyst. Really rather nice little pointy piece of amethyst there, so that it may end up in crafted quite likely well, but I'm always attracted to the stones. Got a match in that 80s earring. But we has a pair. Do like a bit of retro earrings. Retro earrings, lots probably, because they're not special, but I see, you're an earring. Okay. Oh. I keep booking bits now. I think that's an earring. I haven't seen the other one. Right, random bits is detangle, detangle, detangle. Just trying to loosen them up. Hey. Well, this went on longer than expected, didn't it? I'm so sorry. I always think I must be boring people to tears. I like doing this, and I like watching other people doing it, but I fully understand that not everybody does. Want to see the agonies we go through in trying to untangle things. Right, some more brass bangles. Should mean some of the other stuff comes through. Come on. Out you come. Very connected. Sometimes you think, has it broken the laws of physics, and how can that be possible? Oh, okay, that's a... okay, right. We have here... So I'm looking puzzled because I think, is it silver or isn't it? But that's quite an interesting necklace. It's got lots of little pearlies and beads and danglies and hearts. There's a lot going on there. These might be real pearls. Yes, they've got that gritty feel. They might be. So I might do a little investigation there. Or it may end up in a lot. As so often happens. Because why not? I like real pearls. I do think they're terribly undervalued. You know. Because they're a lovely thing. Or they can be. Right, okay, I'm not going to want to untangle. There's nothing tremendously interesting there, to be fair. Let's try the other batch. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. That's a pendant, but I think that's of something specific. I will look into that. Maybe a particular constellation. Looks like a smiley face to me, actually. Gold tone and silver together, so maybe a pendant lot, but a bit of research needed. More random beads and bits of snowy plastic. There we go, loosening things up. Yes, I feel for anyone who's doing the caring jobs. You know, it's just such a difficult thing. Emotionally, you know, as well as the time and the physicality of it all. And you know, people who do caring need time and chance to unload and decompress themselves, you know. Because you can't, it's difficult to care for somebody if you're coming from a place of, you know, absolute knackeredness. I'm a bit confused by this necklace. No, I'm not confused anymore. That's kind of cool. Nice layered. And this is another Matthew Williamson one. Matthew Williamson Butterfly, the MW. and the butterfly on the back. I quite like that. I don't know how popular he is. It probably will end up in a modern lot though, to be perfectly fair. But I think that is so pretty. Pinks and blues and purples and all sorts. Enamel, glass, little bezel set things. Really rather cute. Oh, naughty, naughty, naughty. Goodness me. Even the cat's got bored and gone off. It gave me a disgusted look. He can't bear a hoover. Absolutely abominates it. Really dislikes having a hoover around the place. And although hoovering doesn't happen very often in this house because, you know, life, it still seems to upset the cat inordinately. Oh man, I've kind of got two multi-strand necklaces that are just so tangled up with each other. Anything interesting looking in here? Not so much. Very tiny little heart necklace there. Ooh. What is it about jiggling? Giving me an itchy nose. Right, there's something in here that's on a wire. I don't think it's silver. I will look into it because it's a sort of an odd thing to have on a string. So I will test. Matching items available. I'm sure they are, but they're so tangled. That's the wire piece. It's got rid of everything on it though, it really has. I may stop here because I'm not seeing anything else that's particularly, you know, I've got to detangle it and get it out of here. I'm not seeing anything that's going to go good. So we've not got that. But we've had a lovely sort through, and I've got some things. It's going to be hard work getting my money back on this, but you know, that's the luck of the draw, isn't it? And might be lucky next time. So thank you for joining me. Oh, hello, Daisy B. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to stop with this now. I'm going to wash my hands because they are minging. I hope you all have a lovely Sunday, and find lots of wonderful things during the week. And I will see you again. So take care, lovelies. Bye-bye now. I can never find that button. Bye-bye. Yes, I do.